I'm Ty, and I'm going off script with Diren Kartal.
Yes, the B-Tech version of myself.
Shut up, bro.
Ty from Wish. What?
You can do your intro or what? I would really want financial freedom to an extent of like, I have fuck you money just for the sake of freedom and to actually help loads of people. I don't need to make 150k to walk into a room, bruv. I'm good like this. I can go in with Primani, whatever. I still feel like confident in myself, whereas I think so many people are driven by insecurity. A lot of people are faking shit, bruv, and making a lot of money. Guys are fucking in Dubai. Yes, this is a fucking Lamborghini, and this is how I did it. Well, you're the fucking worst, bruv. You literally rented it. The market is oversaturated with business coaches selling people a fucking dream, which then they're creating this false fucking reality of the sales are there, the opportunity is there, you just need to lock it down, blah, blah, blah. When really, people are so focused on sales and not actually getting good at coaching, it's not creating a healthy fucking place for fitness. The biggest problem with the fitness industry right now is too many people regurgitating information that ChatGPT wrote for them.
You think they're using ChatGPT?
Brother, 1000%.
But the way the world's going with digital, right, there's going to be a period where the new PTs coming through have never been on the gym floor.
Yeah.
They're all going to be online coaches.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I think it'll die though. I think online PT will die.
Well, here he is. We're here.
What's going on?
With the B-Tech version of myself.
Shut up, bro. Are you not going to do your intro?
Ty from Wish. What?
You can do your intro or what?
My intro I do after, bro.
No
right?
way.
But I'll do it.
Can you do it in front of me?
Oh,
Come on, please. Please, I need to hear this.
I'm Ty. I'm like Liam Neeson.
Let me do it.
Right, go on.
What's the exact lyrics you said?
It says, I'm Ty, and I'm going off script with, and then you say the guest's name.
I'm Ty, and I'm going off script with Diren Kartal.
Yes, I like it. You don't sound as hard as me, but
How you doing?
I was thinking about your intros. It's something like, what's going on, people? Neat up 24.
No, I don't even, I guess it depends on the guest, innit? I just kind of press record and we kind of ease into it, you know, depending on the individual. I feel like when it's too structured, like it creates like a unnatural conversation, innit? Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, my one's called off script, but I've got loads of script in front of me.
Yeah, but how often do you read it?
Not really.
You know
It's more like, not with people like you or anyone I've got a relationship with, but if it's someone random, you know, sometimes it goes a bit stale and you're like, fuck. Well, and then you can be like, right, move on to that one.
But I think it's also like, it shows that you've put effort into this. So as a guest, it's like, oh, you know what? That's pretty cool, man. I respect. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it is good.
Yeah, there was not a lot about you online, to be fair.
Well, there isn't. Not yet. There will be soon, though.
Quite an unknown.
There will be soon.
Where you been somewhere recently? You travelling? Bali, where were you?
I was in Bali for like 2 months, 2.5 months. I was training out there. I wanted to break from the West. I wanted to break from England, man. It was quite miserable here in the winter, I'm not going to lie.
A long winter as well.
Long. And I haven't travelled, like, I've been here for, it's probably the longest I've been in the UK, actually, since I was a kid, because I've always kind of travelled a little bit.
Because you do this thing. I spoke to you last time. You randomly like think, right, I need a break. You just fuck off for a month or 2 months. On your own most of the time as well, solo travelling.
Yeah.
Why? What's that from?
I think like you get caught up in your bubble, innit? You get caught up in this weird bubble that you create where you feel where you create almost bigger problems than what they are. And then you sometimes, and I'm a very visual person, innit? So like, I'm not like, I can't escape by reading a fucking book. I need to physically escape by putting myself elsewhere to notice other things. Like, for example, something small, like when I put myself to Bali for me is a place where it's a big health break for me because I know people that, I've got friends there that are fighters and people that train and whatnot. I go there, I create a little break. I almost break bad habits, let's say, I built up in the UK from small levels of stress. Instantly, I drop like 5 kilos instantly. I drop 5, and it's not even diet. It's just it's almost a reset sometimes that you need. And I like to personally put myself physically elsewhere, and I've got the luxury to. So I'm going to do it until maybe one day I have kids and maybe I can't do it as freely at some point. Do you know what I mean? So I love it. Yeah.
I rate that. Every time I see you do it, I'm like, fucking hell, I need to be doing a bit of that.
Yeah, you do message me and go, I need to do that. And I'm like, bruv, just like do it. Like, why don't you? Do you know what I mean? We always like, you could do it now. You could do it tomorrow. It's just so many of us just, I guess.
Mentally, you're like, I don't know. I don't even know why. You're right. I'm fortunate. I could go tomorrow. I could be anywhere in the world. I don't necessarily have to be somewhere to work as long as I've got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you could go. But with I guess your line of work and everything as well, and with mine, when you are far away and you're a little bit disconnected, less stuff gets done. So if you can balance that right, if you can, like I'm just really not the most organized person. So like if I could in a way like hustle really hard for 3-4 months and then 3 weeks somewhere different, boom, come back, go there, come back, you know, like I'm trying to figure it out, but
I feel like every time I go away and come back, it's fresh, isn't it? You're creative again.
Oh, big time.
You've got the buzz again. You're excited to go.
Big time. Big time. You see gaps as well. You see gaps. When you're away and you see things from the distance sometimes, you notice gaps in your own game and in other things that happen as well. You know, because it's like, you know, we're all playing a game, innit? And imagine like the game that you play, you're so involved in the game, you don't see it from a distance. It's like watching a football game. Sometimes the players don't realize what they're doing, but from the outside, there's mistakes that they make. You know, you're almost creating that scenario. And again, because I'm so visual, I need that to like, oh shit, that's what I've been doing, you know. I need to, you know, change it up. Or
it's like when you're on a sofa watching a football game, or in my case, like watching a boxing match, you're like, why is he not throwing that shot? Or why is he not passing it there? But they can't see it.
Yeah.
Where they're stood.
Just makes it clearer. It just makes it a lot clearer. Do you know what I mean?
You've been travelling when you were younger, cuz, yeah? Like proper travelling, backpacking.
Yeah.
You've done the whole Australia thing and all that, haven't you?
I did, but when I went to Australia, it wasn't backpacking, man. I was kind of forced to go a little bit. My ex was Australian. So I went because of her. Yeah, I met an Aussie girl. Yeah. I didn't really want to live there.
I was going to say, a Turk travelling's rare, you know?
Yeah, I know. But I know what you mean. But my dad was always like quite a curious person. So even when we were young, like how many like Turks or Kurds in London, you've heard that go, let's go camping to Devon?
None.
Yeah, my dad was like that though.
That backpacking thing isn't
yeah. So my dad would be like, let's go camping in Devon. So he would do that. Yeah. You know, so I think I've got a bit of that definitely off my dad. He's very curious and very adventurous. So when I was like, went to different parts of the world and met different people and whatnot, it was always, I was like, fuck, mate, the world's so big, man. It's fascinating as well. Meeting different people. I fucking love it, bruv. It's great, man. When you go to different places, it's great, bruv.
You're also very different for a standard Turk, Kurd.
Yeah.
If I say Turk, for anyone listening that's Kurd, it's just because it's easier to say one than repeat both every time I say it.
Yeah, bro. The thing is, you got a Turkish passport. Like, I can't. Yeah. I can't be asked. People go into politics. I just can't be asked.
But you know what it's like online. You probably get this.
Yeah.
If I'm a Kurdish Turk, I also have some Armenian in me, and I also have some Sicilian in me. I'm a mongrel.
Yeah.
If the predominantly Turkish Kurd, so. If I use the word Turk, the Kurds get annoyed. If I use the word Kurd, Turks get annoyed. So, where am I going to be?
Yeah, it's mad.
I'm like a nomad, just floating around.
It's a mad thing, even when people are talking about, like, you know, when there's shit going on in the world, whether it's Gaza or whatever, people are like, why aren't you talking about something? I'm like, if I could, I'd prefer to do something about it, you know, and I don't have the power to. And so I find it weird sometimes with the amount of, like, how angry people, and then you look at those people's profiles and they're like, they haven't done anything themselves. Do you know what I mean? So it's always a bit of a funny one, but like I've learned to like kind of ignore those things and just kind of crack on to do what I'm here for. Do you know what I mean?
You get a lot of pressure from society to share a certain thing or post a certain thing.
Yeah, you do.
But I think your intentions are much more important than what you're sharing. And also, like, if I always have this argument with people, I get some of them that might message me kicking off that I've not shared X or not mentioned Y and just talking about this. And And it's like, how do you know what I am and not doing behind closed doors to help? You don't know.
No.
Like you could be posting every day, but then doing
Yeah.
fuck all. I could be not posting every day, but then sending aid or, doing other stuff
Yeah, for sure.
that might help.
Yeah, I think, but it's just, you know what, it's very easy for people to, just point a finger and chat some fucking shit.
You know what I just thought of them? The first time I messaged you on Instagram, you probably won't remember.
I do remember.
And I had a little dig at Betsy but I don't think you knew that I knew Betsy.
Nah.
I took the piss out of him and like, was it jiu-jitsu or something he'd started or wrestling or there was something?
And I said something about your hair like
You literally shot straight back going, bruv, look at your hairline or something like that.
And I was
like, fuck.
But that's an example of like who I am, of like, don't chat shit about someone that's helped me. I don't even know you. Right? Obviously, when I met you, it was completely different because I got to know you. But I didn't know. Also, keep in mind, bruv, I get loads of fucking DMs. I didn't like go on your profile and start stalking who you are, what you do. I literally just like, typical Turkish guy, bruv. What? See who you are.
Straight back.
No thinking. Just action, bruv. No thinking.
So I think that was fucking funny.
That is funny. Yeah, that is funny. I do remember that.
And also, I think I remember saying to you, like, what age did you come to UK? And you were like, I was born here.
I was born here, yeah.
I thought you were fresher than me.
No, I was born
here. Why you act like a freshie for that?
But you were raised, I was in London. You went to Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was in London and I also lived in Turkey because I went back and played football there. So when
that's why you're a bit more village.
15, 16, yeah. Village, city, or Turkish is a lot better, it's fine.
Your Turkish is better than mine.
Yeah, of course, bruv. My English is better than yours too.
Fuck off, mate.
My English is better than yours too, bruv.
Yeah, I left London when I was, I think, 9 or 10.
Yeah.
But we got family here, right? We got friends here that were born in London, grew up in London, and don't speak that good English. It's mental. Because obviously everyone stays in their communities, don't they? Really? Mm-hmm. You don't like... We lived in Hackney.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course you did.
Where was a road? There was a road called Murder Mile.
That's where we lived. Mile, yeah. That's where most of my family was, yeah.
Lower Summing Road?
Yeah.
Compton.
Yeah, Compton, yeah. Compton, yeah.
So you were born here. So when did your parents come?
They... 89. 90.
The year after I was born.
89. No, 89. 89. Yeah, 89. 89 they came.
And you were born in 92.
92, yeah. Came 92.
Wow, so they came early. Ish. Or is that about middle?
Middle. I think that was when UK was letting a lot of people in.
60s, I think the first Turks came.
Yeah, I think so. And then later on, a lot of Cypriots came then, I'm pretty sure.
I think they were allowed though, weren't they?
I think so. And then they came towards the late 80s, all the Turks and the Kurds from closer regions. And I'm pretty sure they closed the border at some point. They did.
Too many of us came.
Yeah, because at a point they were like letting them in. They were like, yeah, sweet. Because my lot seeked asylum, innit? There was shit going on in Turkey and Istanbul and stuff. So they smoke bombed. And pretty sure they just landed and they were like, yeah, we don't have a passport.
I'm pretty sure that's what my parents did with me. Yeah, I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Like political asylum, isn't it?
Something like that.
Because your life's in danger or something.
Yeah. Well, when people are desperate, they'll do and say anything to get in for the sake of their kids, I guess. Do you know what I mean? For a better life.
You're the oldest, though, no?
No, I've got an older sister. There's two of us.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course,
she's got an older sister. There's two
I always forget she's older than you because you look fucking old, bruv.
Yeah.
She looks younger than you, mate.
Yeah. Well, she's half my size, bruv. That's probably it.
Yeah, true. True. So you were born in London, grow up. What's life like growing up for you here?
London? It was good, bruv.
Did you mix? Or did you
I mixed a lot,
stayed in your communities a little bit?
No, I mixed a lot, man. I had friends because I went to school in East London. I went to school in Custom House, in Plaistow.
Mm-hmm.
Plaistow Custom House. I went to primary school, place called New City Primary School, which was in Plaistow. And then secondary school, I went to Royal Docks, which was right next to the Excel Centre. So I was in Newham, and where we were on Prince Regent's Lane was probably the fucking horrible area compared to where I live now, But I loved it though, because it definitely made me who I am today. So it was definitely a big case of like on the way to school and on the way back was avoiding fights or fighting, avoiding getting robbed, aerobic. No, I'm joking.
He's not joking.
But like it was
Shit house.
It was
Maybe send this to your dad, bruv.
no, it's all good, fam. No, to be fair, luckily, like I always knew everyone, but I didn't get caught up in all of that madness because I was busy playing football from the age of under sixes. Do you know what I mean? So after school, I either had training and weekends I had training. So I wasn't just hovering around council estates. There was times that I was, and you see some madness, bruv. Actually, you asking about this now, it actually reminds me of like, bro, I remember like my 12-year-old friend just lighting up a fag, bruv. Just in East London, bro. Yeah. Mad. Like, yeah, thinking about it now.
I'm trying to recall like my memories. It was like a flats block, but not like a big tower rise. It was probably like 4 high.
Yeah.
Quite long.
Council estate, yeah.
Yeah. A bit kind of like Top Boy, the flats, where they've got the one big balcony, you know, it goes all the way along the front of the apartment. And you'd come down and everyone would come out of their houses and there was a little
bit like
wall.
Top Boy, that is literally it.
Yeah,
because that's what it's based on.
Yeah,
that's what it's based on. Bro.
But I'm trying to say it in a manner that people would kind of connect with.
Yeah.
And then there was a wall across the road, and you'd be kicking a ball about. Some of the older kids would try and nick your pocket money. As you walk, there was a little alley walking to school.
Yeah, bruv.
I remember it clearly.
Pee-wee 60s, Pee-wee 80 motorbikes, scramblers, quad bikes, football, kids playing football. That was it, bro. It was mad. It was mad, actually.
You know what I was thinking the other day? You don't see kids anymore, do you?
Like too busy on their phone, bruv.
But they're not around. Like whatever time I drive through, and I'm around a lot during times when, like, they're not walking to school, they're not walking home from school, they're not playing on the streets.
But also,
where are they?
You're probably not spending much time in East or North London. You know, so if you go to Hackney, Tottenham,
do you reckon they're still at it?
There's more. It's more than around here for sure. We're in fucking Fulham, bruv. Fulham, your kids are getting driven to fucking school. Do you know what I mean? Even their mum's Range Rover or fucking whatever the fuck. So it's very different. Whereas my little cousins and whatnot, they're still running around like that.
Are they actually?
Yeah, they're running around like that.
One of them's rapping now, isn't he? Or saying, I see on your story.
One of them is. There's always one of them doing something, bruv. You know when you're like raised in council estates, bruv, you want a dream, innit? You're just chasing something. It's funny, you know, when we were like growing up, it's like I would only look at, like, I'd want cars, women, trainers, and being good at a sport. You don't think about, I want a mortgage when I grow up. Like, you don't fucking think of that shit.
Yeah, you don't even know it, do you?
You want fucking trainers, the best trainers, a nice car. You want be able to walk around with the nicest girl in the area.
I feel like the car, trainers, all that shit comes from
being poor.
Yeah, like what's the wealth thing, the happiness and money connection thing.
Yeah, rich guys dress humble as fuck, man.
Real rich guys, yeah.
Real rich guys look homeless. Real rich guys look homeless. Legit, bro.
I always think that about like the real creative, whether they're singers or movie stars, if you didn't recognize them, they got long hair, long beard, oversized clothes, they could look like they're sleeping rough.
Legit, bruv. Look at Adam Sandler, man. Rocks around looking homeless, but will jump into a Ferrari.
Do you reckon it just gets to a point where they've done it all so much that it doesn't matter? They've got so much of it, they're earning so much of it.
Yeah.
It's got to be an age thing as well, though, right? Because if you've got a young baller that's earning 100 grand a week, they're still flash.
They're still flash, but they don't have, a young baller doesn't experience life to the fullest, I would say.
Do you not think?
No way. You are like fully dedicated to the sport, which is great, obviously. You sacrifice a lot. You don't actually have an insight of what real life is. And when I mean what real life is, you have camp, you're away, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like I remember a couple of years ago, I was out with one of my friends who was playing for Fulham at the time. And he was, I met him and like 6 other players that played for Fulham. And they're like in their 20s. I was in my 20s. They're in their 20s. They were younger than me, a few years younger than me. And like one's rocking up with an Aston, one's rocking up with a Ferrari, one maybe 100 bags a week, 150 a week at Fulham, right? They're at the Prem at that point, right? It's crazy money. I'm sitting there thinking I'm doing all right. And you're seeing them. But like, they're all talking about, what are you boys doing for the summer? Yeah, I might go IB for this, I might go IB for that, do a few days here, do a few days there. I was like, you man are so rich, yeah? Why don't you just grab a backpack and just go to the fucking airport with your credit card and literally go anywhere? Business first, private fucking jet if you really wanted to, you probably could, yeah? And just like kick with a win and like, but they actually haven't experienced life in a way where they can handle stuff on their own completely. So they don't know how to do it. They'll go somewhere, there's someone picking them up. I'm pretty sure at clubs as well, like they'll get speeding tickets and someone else will sort it out for them. So like, you know what I mean? So I don't think they fully experience the struggles, or not all, obviously some of them do, but they won't actually, I don't think they know what a good time is. So because they have so much fucking time on their hands and so much money, and you're traveling so much, what are you going to do on the way back from fucking Manchester away? You're like, oh, I might as well order something online. I've got all this cash. At least I have something to look forward to when I go home before I have to go training the next day.
There's a lot of red tape for them, isn't there?
For sure. Like, you can't even blame them for that. Like, so
I always think of like Bournemouth before they were in the Prem, they used to come out quite a lot. They'd come to our club. They'd come to my mate's club across the road. They were out loads. And when they got into the Prem, I remember like all the club owners, including us, everyone was buzzing thinking, right, the town's going to thrive. They're going to have more money to spend. They weren't allowed out. They never came out. It went the other way. Even if they lose a game, they're not allowed out. If they win a game, they weren't allowed out. It was like...
Well, they're also on so much money, you could literally take a jet to fucking Paris for the day, what? Right?
Yeah.
Like, whatever it is, you know? So it's like...
You played from the age of 6?
Yeah, under 6.
How high did you get?
I played for Besiktas under 18s.
Sick.
Which was... That's like fucking Manchester, Arsenal here. You know?
So you moved back to Turkey for how many years?
I did like 2 years there, I think.
On your own?
2.5.
Without mum and dad?
No, yeah. I stayed with a family out there.
And at quite a young age?
16, yeah. I missed my school prom and everything, bro. I was fuming about that.
Did you?
Yeah, I was fuming about
Had you asked anyone to go with you by then?
Nah, bro. Nah.
What's her name, bro?
Which one? Hey, listen. East London school. You're active from 14.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. But, like, yeah, went and played out there. In and out, did a year and a half into a Besiktas, and then went to, like, another club, travelled a bit, chased the dream.
What happened? Why you come back? Just didn't happen?
Bruv, it's hard adjusting. You know when you're, like, you're Turkish, but, like, you're also raised in British culture, so there's parts of you, you're almost left a bit confused of, you don't know who you are, you know who you are, but, like, and you know where you're from, but, like, the lifestyle is very, very, very different, and, like, it was hard to adjust. So there was lots of huge parts of the UK that I really, really missed. And there's also huge parts of Turkey that I miss when I'm here sometimes, you know? So it's weird. It's like this weird battle. Like, you want the best of both worlds. And if you play football, you're not going to get the best of both worlds because you're always locked into a date, a game, and this and that. So when I came back here and I played non-league and it was decent level, I was making a bit of cash, nothing crazy, but, like, I was playing way better because I was kind of happy to be home. Do you know what I mean?
Growing up, bro, were your parents strict with any of the culture or the religion or anything like that?
Not really.
Or were they quite relaxed?
They're quite relaxed. They weren't really strict. They're quite strict in the sense of, like, be a good fucking human. Like, don't step out of line. Don't ever be disrespectful. That sort of thing.
But not necessarily like religion,
5 times
prayer.
a day.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, mine were really like that as well. Super chilled. Would give me their advice, but I could do what I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I grew up really relaxed. Unconditional love no matter what I did. I was pretty fortunate in that sense. But I always wonder, like, any work I've done on myself, whether it's with a therapist or whether it's on my own, sometimes you get confused of, is this how I want to behave, or is this how I think my parents would want me to behave? There's that part, and then there's I am growing up in England, and then there's all this part.
Yeah.
And you get a bit confused.
It is confusing.
Like an identity crisis of...
A little bit, yeah.
Are you meant to be, like, for you as well, you're, from other Turks I know that grew up in London, you're much more, like...
I'm a bit different.
Aware, like, well-travelled, you know, so for you as well, it's even more like you've gone off on a tangent.
I went off hard, bruv. It's weird, isn't it? I know I've got friends from all over the world, and I think I'm trying to think of something or someone where I can sit down and not find a topic that's not relatable, whether it's from Australians, Islanders, from fighting to playing football to speaking to a therapist and to off doing a mushroom trip. Like, could be anything. Like, I feel like I really wanted to live in the sense of, like, and people, like, probably going to wonder, like, what does Diren Kartal even do? And I'm, like, almost like kicking with the wind right now. I honestly think in my late 30s, I think I think in my late 30s, I think I'm going to be very successful.
What does that mean?
Known to a bigger audience and having more impact in the world. And I'm not sure what that is exactly. And I'm trying to figure that out.
Because it's a tough one, right? Like you're saying I'm going to be really successful in my late 30s to, depending on what metric we're measuring it by, right? So if you're measuring it by social media, most people would argue you're there.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Compared to most.
Yeah,
right?
So, yeah.
Maybe not compared to James yet, but...
Yeah, on followers, no. The guy's got fucking 3 Sunday Times.
Yeah.
But that's never that's
but
never
then,
been
but that's
my
what I'm
goal,
saying. So what is that?
It's never been my goal.
Yeah, what are you measuring it by money in the bank? Or are you measuring it by...
I would really want financial freedom to an extent of like, I have fuck you money just for the sake of freedom and to actually help loads of people.
Fuck you money. I love that phrase.
Yeah, I would love to have that fuck you money.
Reminds me of Billions, the show, TV show.
Yeah. Oh, really?
He says it in there.
Yeah. Like, I don't want billions.
He says, what's the point of having fuck you money if you don't say fuck you? And it was like to a attorney general about some like finance case or something.
Yeah.
His boss.
No, I would love that. I would love to sponsor athletes that I believe in. I would love to help young guys. I would love to help young men, if I'm being honest, I think later on. I would love to make so much money and have so much success to be able to get the attention of young males and help them, I think, at some point.
Where does that come from? The helping piece?
I think from our culture, from our culture, like they needed community, innit? They couldn't survive if they didn't have community. Mm. And I truly know for a fact, like if someone asked me, bruv, I've been to business courses, right? And they're telling me all these tactics to get more sales, more this, more that. And
Not
they're like,
James,
why haven't you done this? No. James isn't like that, bruv. Smith isn't like that. James Smith isn't like that, bruv. He gets sales and all that stuff, but like, he also has his business partner, he has this, but James likes to live life, like.
Yeah, it's visible.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, I will give James so much shit, but I'll also give him loads of credit in the sense of, man's chilled, bruv, in the sense of he wants to do well. He wants to be at the top of everything he does, whatever. But like, he's also not like cringy in the sense of, you know how you get some fucking business coaches and this and that where they're so like, I would go to a business course or whatnot, and I've done loads where they're like, why haven't you, Diren, you got this many followers. If you did high ticket and if you did high ticket this with DM sales calls, all this stuff and blah, blah, and I've tried it, I've done all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not insecure like most of you cunts. So I don't need to make 150K to walk into a room to feel like
you belong.
Yeah. I don't need that, bruv. I'm good like this. I can go in with Primark,
Right.
or I can go in wearing a nice t-shirt, or I can go in repping one of my friends' brands, a fighter's brand that gave me a free t-shirt, like whatever. I still feel like confident in myself, whereas I think so many people are driven by insecurities instead of driven by, you know, whatever the other thing is, whether it's yourself or whatnot, you know? So it's like, I'm not even trying to create some fucking self-help motivational fucking speech. It's just like,
I'll clip that bit.
But like, it's more so when I think going back to what you said, like community, you realize whatever you do, whatever stage you're on or however attention you have, like I realize spending time with family and friends and having fun with them is the top feeling, bro. It's top feeling. Whether it's mum, dad in the village, smoking a cigar or something with my dad, bruv, or on looking at the mountains, chilling, or going to Ibiza with the boys and doing a 3 day of madness and just chatting shit. Like just chatting shit.
Yeah.
To training, you know, jiu-jitsu and MMA with the boys or whatever. You know, I think that's like, it's the best, bruv. It's the fucking best. So
you think some of that is missing in the West, isn't it? That cultural community.
No one fucking
sticking
talks
together.
Yeah, no one. Yeah. You don't need community when you have money.
From a survival perspective, I guess.
Yeah, you don't need. Why would?
But that's why everyone's lonely, though.
Why would a guy at Fulham that lives in a £2.3 million house, right? Why would he talk to his neighbor when he can get his delivery driver? Like my mum could knock next door to the Albanian next door and go, I've run out of salt. Can you give me some salt? They were like, yeah, no problem. By the way, I've got extra food if the kids haven't had dinner. why the fuck is Jeffrey going to do that here, blood? You know? He
I
ain't
hear
going to
you.
do that. Man's going to call Mohammed from Deliveroo, bruv, to come drop off his food. And he won't even interact with, you know, which is why I also love like Northerners and stuff. I love going outside of London, the villages, and like coming to Bournemouth, all that stuff. People are way nicer, man. Like, fuck.
Yeah, Northerners, like, I say this a lot, but some of the toughest guys I know and some of the like nicest guys I know are from the north.
Yeah.
I say from the north, everything's north to me. I'm on the south
Yeah.
coast, but like,
Yeah. And they got
Up
like
for money.
they got integrity, bruv. They got like, you know, there's more family. The Irish are the same, Scottish are the same, the English are the same as well. But like London, wherever there's money, bruv, there's lack of
community.
and there's lack of honesty, I would say. Because to make money, you need to be a bit of a
Proper money, yeah.
if you want to make proper money, you need to stab a few people in the back, I think.
Yeah, but they used to have it here. Like you chat to some of the elders, they used to hold doors, pull out, you know, chairs, you know, all the stuff that we do. You know, stand up if an elder wants to sit down. All the stuff that we still do now. That used to be here.
Yeah, it used to be.
It's like filtered out for some reason.
Yeah, but like, you know, when life gets good, everything becomes. I had Jay on my podcast like years ago.
Yeah.
And he told me this quote. It's a very famous quote, and I'm sure a billion fucking people have said this on the podcast. But was it hard times create tough men create good times create soft men, and soft men create hard times, or something like that? And it is pretty fucking accurate. As the generations get soft and people get, lifestyle becomes, you know this, bro. When your lifestyle gets easier, better, you naturally become a little bit lazier.
Yeah, it's soft as well, yeah.
You know?
I
So,
always think of this like
your body even gets soft.
what are you talking about, Rob?
I'm joking.
Listen, just because you fucking whacked yourself in the ear a couple of times, you know what I mean? Don't start on me, bro. I remember my first time at Bali fight camp. I was just going to say, like, I always think of, like, my old man, he's come over here as of your dad.
Yeah.
Fuck knows been through what?
Yeah.
Real tough life, you know, living in the Middle East during conflict. You speak to them, like you probably speak to your dad. Some of the stories are mind-blowing.
Oh, man, bro.
And then we're here, and you'd argue, grown up 100 times better than them.
Yeah.
But probably not the same as our counterparts that are from here.
Yeah.
But then when we have kids, you know, if you get to the success that you're talking about, let's say late 30s, let's say 40.
Yeah.
Well, your kid, how are you going to ensure that kid doesn't grow up a spoiled prick?
Bruv, I've got that planned out.
You know what I mean, don't
Yeah,
you?
I've got
Because
that planned out
like
in my head.
I'm driving a nice car, my parents are walking, and it's part of that quote that you talked about. And then they might be chauffeur driven, but then their kids will be walking again because they're going to fuck it.
Yeah. In my head, I've got that planned out a little bit.
You can't hit kids in the UK, you know that, right?
What?
You can't start slapping them about.
Nah, bruv, in my head, I've already like, I was actually thinking about this. I was like, bruv, when I'm flying business, innit, they're saying an economy.
Nah, you can't do that,
I am
bro.
going to do that.
Nah.
I am definitely going to do that.
The thought is good, but when it comes down to it, it ain't happening.
Yeah. I'm like,
No.
yo, me and Mumsy hitting the lounge.
See you
I'll
downstairs.
see you lot in wherever we're going.
Lanzarote.
Lanzarote. What's the
No,
other
you
place?
can't do that.
I
You
will,
can't do that.
I'll do that. Not when they're babies, but I will do that for sure. They need to learn, bruv. They need to learn. I'll send them to the fucking village
That'd be a good one.
in the summer. Go work in the farm, innit?
I always
Go and think. Go look at the mountains and have some airtime for your fucking brain. You know, I did that when I was a kid, bruv. My dad would go to the village. You'd see people working hard. You'd help. My dad would be like, go help this person. I'm picking fucking beans and shit. Even if it's for like 2-3 hours, you're like, raw, why am I picking these beans? And you start thinking like, you think things that kids I don't think because they don't ever get that
opportunity.
they don't have that opportunity where their brain is actually like kind of in a flow where there's room to think of stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like I've been in loads of situations where like I dream of like, I want to become this, man. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to be able to, you know, I walk past business class 20 fucking million times every time I flew to Australia or somewhere when I had zero money going, I'm going to sit here one day. I'm going to sit here one day. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking sit here one day. Like, just
The
some
drive,
sort of hunger,
yeah.
like, you know? And like, you need to almost recreate that for your kids if you do have a good lifestyle. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but
You're living a lot better than you were living 20 years ago, though, right?
yeah, for sure.
Or let's say 10 years ago, because you're
Yeah.
only a nipper, aren't you? Only young.
Yeah. Yeah, I am living.
But do you ever get to a point where you think, do you know what I found tough? I found it tough living, sometimes being bougie, and my parents not.
Oh yeah.
Even though they can, but they're still living in their old ways. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if we're going on holiday, let's say, and we have an airport driver that takes us to the airport, my parents will still drive themselves and park. Like I'd literally they go in tomorrow and I book them a driver. I said, I'm not having you drive because I almost feel guilty about that.
Yeah, I know.
Do you understand what I mean? I think like,
yeah.
No, but they're in a position they can as well, but they're still living.
Yeah, they don't know how to.
They're still living as that couple that moved here with a suitcase and nothing else, but they don't need to. I always say to them, like, what's it all for now? Like, how many years have you got left? Let's be real. And like, what are you going to do? What are you still grafting for?
They're happy though, innit?
They are happy.
So
who am I to judge that, I guess?
Do you know what I mean? You probably have a harder time being happy than they do.
100%.
So
I'll tell you, I guarantee
you're
that.
the bitch here, bro. Not them. Don't try giving your quotes from your podcast.
Yeah, no,
Listen to your dad.
You're right, mate.
Bruv, because my dad will like...
He's a G, your dad
He's
as
like
well.
that. He's like that as well, bruv. He's got this Vito in the village. I hate it, bruv. He got it for like $2,000. He goes, I fucking love it. I take it to the village and I leave it there. I use it for stuff. I'm like, I fucking hate this car, dad.
The silver one.
Yeah, I hate it.
I remember from the earthquake when you were out there.
I hate it, but he loves it. And he's like, leave me alone, innit? I'm fucking
Also, it's a
happy with
Mercedes, bruv.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter if it's 400 years
think
old.
of this though. So like, these people are coming from like, my dad used to shine shoes at 5 years old, you know, was a soldier for 18 months, did all this stuff. Like they had no money and blah, blah, blah. So like to him, having that car is a big thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I also wonder with them if they start living bougier, where they feel like almost like imposter syndrome.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if you put your dad tomorrow, if you got picked up in the back of an S-Class and got put in first class on a flight, and don't get me wrong, it'd be an amazing experience for him, but there'd be parts of him where he's like feels a bit uncomfortable with those people.
I don't even know if it's imposter syndrome. It'll be like, because they'll know who they are, right? They'll know who they are, and they won't question who they are because they know where they're from, right? But where they feel, like if you ask my dad, like, are you successful? What he'll say, yeah, I'm very fucking successful. Like where I'm from, I've done it. My children are healthy. My children are smart. I did it, you know? But I take my mum to a fucking sushi restaurant or my dad, they'll look at this and go, what the fuck is this? They wouldn't know how to order.
My mum always goes, where's the bread?
Yeah, same.
And the pasta comes about this big.
Same. And my dad would go, what? They charge you £4 for bread? Like, you know? And it's not even... And the more that as I get older, I realize that, you know what, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, if anything, because we will battle with that all the time.
For sure.
Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
More than them. So I think they're all right, bruv, you know? I think they're all right, yeah. You know? So I think
we're lucky, mate, to have parents like we do.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%.
Even it might not have felt like it when we were younger. You know, like because you're comparing with others and...
Bruv, I was in East London, yeah? I went to school in East London. And all my friends were either white, black, or whatever, right? Or Indian or whatnot. And I always used to look at like... And East London, like pregnancy rates were a very young age. I remember looking at like my mum and like my best friend at the time, his mum. And I was just like, why is she so young? Never used to understand. I was like, why do the girls always like the white guys, man? No one likes the... You know, the ethnic guy and shit. I know it sounds stupid, but when you're young, bruv, big man, I wanted fucking Lucy Elizabeth, whatever the fuck, to like me as well, bruv. Not just fucking Jasminda, you know? You know, so like, it's like you have this weird cultural...
You know what I had at school quite a lot, especially down south where I was like after 10 years old. Obviously, it was predominantly, the little town we moved to was, at the time we moved there was no Chinese restaurant, no Indian restaurant, no kebab takeaway. So it was very white, which is cool. They're all amazing, but they obviously haven't seen whatever. But what I used to find is the girls my age would never fancy me. They fancied the action man looking guy, right? Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
But their mums would be like, what about Ty's quite handsome? You know, like, because as you get older, and now when you get to a certain age, if you look, it's about like, it's more about handsome than pretty for a guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. So that's why I was buzzing when I was at 15, 16, innit?
You start getting a bit of a beard, you start looking a little bit.
Tash started coming out. Little bum fluff on my fucking top lip.
I was quite late with all that, you know.
Really?
Yeah. I remember going to Turkey, my cousin would take the piss out of me because I was quite an unhairy Turk, like a girl. Like I got all this late for me. Even armpit hair was late.
I would love to know if it was your environment, bruv. That'd be interesting.
What's hanging around a load of white people?
No, maybe not a load of white people. Maybe like around you didn't have to be as, I don't know, your body just didn't evolve as much as quick because you didn't have to be. I felt like I had to be a man quick, you know. The body's a weird thing. Your body adapts. I know some doctors listening going, Diren Kartal is talking some bro science. But your body adapts, bruv. You
bro science.
Yeah, bro science, yeah. But like your body, like the body's a mad thing. Your brain is that you're like, you evolve to whatever the fuck you need to at the time, you know? So like it could be anything, like, you know? So I always felt more mature when I was 15 than most of my friends because our culture, like, you have to be a man from a young age. Like, you have to be a man.
Well, they give you responsibility early, don't they? I think our parents as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think...
Because they can't speak English. It's true.
You know, my mum was telling me this story that I... obviously, when they moved here, they spoke no English.
Yeah.
And I started going to an English school.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, I don't know, 5 years old or whatever, I started coming home from school talking. And they thought I was speaking English. They were buzzing. Turns out I had an Indian mate at school. And he taught me a bit of Indian. So I'd be coming home and like saying a few words. My parents would think I was speaking English, be really proud. It's only when they come into school and they thought, fuck, he's hanging around with this guy and not actually learning from the teacher. Oh, it's fucking funny, mate. Hi, guys. While I've got you, I wanted to announce an exciting new sponsor for the show. For those that know me or listen regularly, you'll know that I'm a big combat sports fan, and some of my favourite kit to use when training is by a brand called Venom. Fellow combat sports fans will know Venom as the UFC's official outfitting apparel partner. They have clothing and equipment for MMA, boxing, Muay Thai and BJJ. However, what I'm most excited about is their new lifestyle range, some of which I'll be rocking on the show. It's a privilege to partner with a global brand such as Venom. Will it make me a better athlete? Probably not, but at least I'll look good doing it. Bro, you football career then? You move to Turkey, you play football, you come back to England. When you come back to England, is the football done for you? Or then you just go to low-level league stuff here? Like,
yeah, I play non-league.
Non-league, and then you get a normal job?
Non-league, normal job.
Because you can't really survive on that non-league.
No, not really. I was PTing, innit? So
how did the PT thing come about? So obviously, you're always into sport by the sounds of it from a young age. How did you end up as a PT?
The PT was, so after I got scholarship, played in Turkey for a little bit. When I came back, I went to college.
Yeah.
Because I missed out on studying. So I went to college a little bit older. So I was 18 and some of the people were 16. Yeah. And then...
That was Stifler. Yeah. Keep going back.
And then, so I was playing non-league, working at JD Sports and studying at college, at Hackney Community at the same time.
Proper
I was
road,
doing
man. Yeah.
sports doing a human body in sports, BTEC level 3.
Sick.
Yeah. And then kind of did that. And then my tutor there, Sonia, who's a ledge, she was like, Diren, I think you should do your PT qualification. For kids like you, we're doing it for free for you guys so you can be qualified and not be jobless, basically. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I did it. Then I started working at a fitness first and whatnot. And then the PT stuff kind of started from there. And then I became self-employed when I was like 19. And I've been self-employed since, pretty much.
I mean, that PT job early on, did you just get that to pay bills or is it something you were genuinely interested in?
I tried it and I was like, where the fuck can I go work but also improve myself as an athlete? I was like, gym.
I guess you're around it all day, aren't you?
You're around it all day. So I was like, oh, I know. Let me become a floor instructor first. It was minimum wage. So I was in a gym, free gym membership.
But I feel like the period how old are you now, Diren?
I'm 32.
And you started at 19 PT?
I started working in the gym at 19 and I was PTing at end of when I was 19.
I feel like that era, though, both for you and Smith, and even me when I was growing up,
Yeah.
The fitness industry wasn't as big. People weren't into fitness as much. PTs were quite a luxury, weren't they, if you think about it?
Dude.
PT, like now, I feel like most people have some online coach or something.
They do have something.
Whereas in those days, like I never even thought of a PT when I was 18. I was like, personal training, that's for athletes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Joe Public wouldn't have a PT. Have you noticed that shift?
Yeah, big shift. In person, I always thought there was space for it because I was always around it. But the fitness scene was not, it was very bodybuilder type era. And I was...
Steroids, meatheads.
And I was fucking skinny PT, bruv.
Well, you're a footballer background.
Yeah, exactly. So I was...
Big legs, no upper body.
Yeah, literally. And I was like, it was funny because that's always funny because the guys always wanted my legs.
Yeah.
And I was always like, it's football, isn't it? Like running around since you're fucking 6. So it was that era. But it was that era. So, which is why it's funny when people ask me now, who did you look up to in the fitness industry back in the day? I was like, no one. Most guys in the fitness industry are insecure fucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. It's true though. Let me take that back. Not insecure fucks. You're probably insecure and you probably didn't get picked for the football team. Right? And it makes a difference.
There's an element of this that I think about a lot. No, but there is, because if you look at, and I'm going to get shot for saying this as well, but if you look at some of the bodybuilders back when we were 18, 19, 20, they were generally...
Didn't get pussy.
That was off script. That generally, they maybe they didn't fit in that much at school. They weren't that cool. They weren't, and like the gym was their acceptance and the steroids and getting big, and that was their way of kind of shining through, you know. I see that a lot with doormen in the industry, in the security industry. If you look at some of the doormen, the ones that are like the biggest and like are probably manhandling everyone that don't need to, because you can verbally diffuse something most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Because they're tripping still off that 100%. Kid getting bullied
100%.
That they were.
Which is why, if you notice, anyone in the fitness industry or anyone that has to have a sporting background is very different to individuals that just did fitness or went to the gym. When you're in a sport environment, it's different. Your mental resilience, teamwork, socializing, having fun, understanding how a team works, or if it's a single sport, having dedication and consistency, you build a different level of character to someone that, I'm sorry, but just does fitness to look good, to deal with stuff that's happening instead of going to therapy.
Yeah.
Or talking to a friend. And I'm not trying to say this to belittle anyone. I'm really not, because I get it. I was different at school. I went to football and it definitely fucking saved me. Definitely kept me out of trouble, bro. Like, where the fuck I was living. Like, shit, if my dad didn't put me into football, I wouldn't have built any of the discipline or anything I have today. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'm not trying to belittle them. It's just, the truth is, like, the fitness industry and fitness in general is quite toxic. Like, it's toxic, bro.
I feel like the one thing I hear a lot from friends that have played very high level sport or been high level in the military or any of this sort of thing, they always say that the one thing they miss the most is the camaraderie, right? That team stuff, you know, the banter, the changing rooms, all that shit that I never got in when you play football, you play in a team. Whereas I felt like the gym going that I did was a bit more isolated, isn't it?
It is isolated.
You put your headphones in, you try and get as big as you can, lift as heavy as you can. You don't really speak to anyone. You grunt away and off you go.
And it's not everyone, obviously. It's not every gym. But like a lot of places you go to, you do get like, there is something up. Like there's a vibe, there's an energy. You know? It's either real, like I'll go to a hood bodybuilding gym and the vibe is mad. It's good. It is fun as fuck. Like, it's fun.
Spit and sawdust, rust everywhere.
Like, rust everywhere. People are screaming, shouting. I'm like, yo, what are you training today? Like,
and it's chest. It's always chest.
Yeah, it's always chest. It's always chest. Bro. So, like, obviously it's not like that everywhere, but in general, if you look at, like, the industry itself and bodybuilding, I don't think it's healthy. And I think the fitness scene is just becoming a weird space, I think.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you boys hammer the bodybuilders quite a bit anyway, don't you? You and
we
your
did.
crew.
Yeah, we did. But it wasn't just
I see the back and forth videos online. Like
it wasn't to like. It was just the truth, bruv. I'm sorry, but if you're injecting steroids in your fucking arsehole and putting fake tan on it,
not in your asshole, but I know what you mean.
whatever, arse, whatever. And if you're like got fake tan 24/7 and you're doing it to just stand on stage, to stand still, unless you're the top dogs of bodybuilding, the old school ones, I rate them. The modern ones, fitness models or whatever you call it, and these weird fake federations people create to make money, right?
Yeah.
Because they create these weird federations where they're like, oh, you get your pro card. Pro card for what, mate? They literally printed a fucking card saying pro card, and they make people feel a type of way. They make them pay loads of money to enter different categories, make weird fucking categories, you know? The mum category, the this category. It's not fucking legit, you know? So, and then they push him towards some bodybuilding coach that makes Susan, that's got 2 fucking kids and 3 fucking jobs, terrible genetics, making her think that she's gonna have chiseled fucking abs, and then creates a fucking eating disorder. Come on, bro. So no, and when the bodybuilders that have got angry, and I've got a lot of bodybuilder friends, bro. I've got a lot of bodybuilder friends.
Yeah.
So like the ones that do get angry, I'm like, bruv, I'm speaking to general pop here to be healthy and fit. 99.9% of the world is walking around. They don't want to be a bodybuilder. So
yeah,
if you get offended, cool, but it's not to you. It's just showing people, normal people, that they don't need to do that or look like that. Because majority of the women that stand on stage don't even have their fucking period. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think the biggest misconception from my early years of this whole gym and fitness space was that if you look good, you're fit.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest misconception that I learned. You know, if I look back to being 19, 20, 21, being on gear, having abs, being on trend, like looking like an Adonis, I had to lean against walls because I was eating boiled chicken and boiled broccoli. Like, as in, I had nothing about me. I couldn't lift. I couldn't do anything dynamic or functional or athletic.
Yeah.
It was just an image.
Yeah. It's funny, people like yourself that do that, and you get into that stuff now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is good.
But now, like, you know, from and you were saying earlier about people always wanted your legs. Like, you know, my boy Jamie, he plays football.
He's got legs.
He's got legs, and mate, ballers, mate. Anytime I sit with them and they got shorts, you know where the hamstring hangs?
Yeah, I know.
Like, without sounding gay, but that hamstring hang is mad. And I've spent all my years training upper body. Yeah. Only from 2020, I tried to start training lower.
I gave you a lot of shit for your calves.
Yeah. Oh, they're still shit. They're still shit. But calves, I'm told, are genetic, mate. Don't start on all that.
It is, I think, is genetic, yeah. I think it's a bit of both, but I think there's definitely big.
And there's something about, I read somewhere about the type of calf, the belly of the calf. Like if you look at like AJ or sprinters, they have a really short calf at the top. Yeah.
High Achilles. Yeah.
And it's thin at the top. And they're apparently really good at sprinting, explosive, dynamic.
Also, black guys tend to be like that.
Yeah,
high
I guess
Achilles.
so.
Yeah.
But if you look at the ones that we might get jealous of, the ones that have like the tree trunk calves, apparently they're not actually that functional.
Probably not. I
For
think whose
running.
calves are fucking outrageous.
Who?
Footballer, you can probably guess. Jack Grealish.
Yes.
Have you seen his calves?
Yeah.
His calves the size of your fucking quad, bro.
I've seen him in Ibiza at Leo's.
Mad.
With shorts on, big.
Like crazy.
Especially when they're relatively close to you. It's hard to tell on television sometimes. But.
Yeah. Fucking animal.
Yeah, calves I can't grow. But yeah, every time I see, you know, like I might be able to outlift Jamie on some things upper body wise. Yeah. But what fucking use does a heavy bench press have for me?
Realistically,
unless I'm trying to throw like 8 people off me.
Yeah.
When's that going to happen?
Yeah, I know. When you think about like how relative what you do in the gym is on the outside, other than how you look, other than building muscle, having better testosterone and feeling healthier, bone density and whatnot, it's not.
When you train, bro, in the gym now, like what does a workout look like for you? How do you split the week? How many times you go a week in terms of just weights? Obviously, to complement, you do a lot of jits still. How many times a week you train jits?
I do jits and striking a lot. I do about 5-6 hours
a week.
Yeah, I do about at the minute. Not this week because I had like an event.
Yeah.
I usually do 2 sessions a day. I've been doing 2 sessions a day.
Both of jits or just 2 sessions in general?
Striking weights or striking weight. Like,
Yeah. See, for me as well, everyone always moans it's like overtraining, but I like a lot of different disciplines. I get bored of one.
I think
So I do weight training. I had a bit of running, and they're the two that I always stick to. And the ones that drop off for me and I go in and out of is jits and striking.
Yeah.
Like if I haven't got time, I keep the running because it helps my nut.
Yeah.
And I keep the weights weirdly, I guess, ego and just it feels nice, and it's have a bit of a pump.
But it's harder. It'd be harder for you to do jits because you probably want to train and not think much. But jits, you have to focus because you're still a beginner.
I'm so shit, man.
Yeah, you would be for a long time. That's the hard thing about jits. You are for a very long time.
And I've just had 7 months off.
Oh yeah.
So
exactly.
2 weeks ago I went back, and I've got 2 stripes for my little white belt.
Yeah.
And I even said to Jeff, the guy that kind of owns the gym, I was like, Jeff, I might get to take these 2 stripes off because I'm embarrassed. And even in a white belt class, I feel like I've gone backwards. I get into a position now and I can't remember. You know, like it was second nature, like the Kimura or something. Now I'm like, right, I got the wrist. What was it? Up, down, round.
Yeah. It takes time. But like weights wise, at the minute, 2 days a week, I would say, or maximum 3. I would not do more than 3 at the minute. I'd go in, back squat, pull up, right?
Yeah.
Or weighted pull up.
You can't do a weighted pull up, brother. You can.
I'm strong, you know.
Yeah.
People, I'm strong, you know.
Are you? So am I, bro. You're a footballer, mate. What are you talking
I'm
about?
stronger than you, bro. That's for sure.
No
What's
joke.
your back squat? What is your back squat?
Squat. This is legs, bro. Move on to the upper body.
What is your back squat?
I don't know. I don't.
Because you don't squat.
Not heavy. I do, but not loads. I go in and out. I could probably only do maybe like 140 for 6.
Okay, that's good.
Is it? I don't know.
That's good. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a squatter guy.
Good.
But I can bench 140.
Yeah. Fuck. See, my
Like
bench is
as in-
shocking. My bench is like maybe 110 max. But like, anyway,
I can do pull-ups.
It's such a fucking bro conversation.
Yeah.
What's your bench?
What's your bench press?
What's your bench? But like, say if I'm doing a lot of like sporting activities, my weight strength in the gym goes fucking down. So
yeah. This is what I'm saying though. When you're doing weights at the moment, are you doing it
maintenance, maintaining muscle mass, and
not to help your jits?
No, I think to help my jits, I need to do jits, and I think to get better at jits, I need to make sure my joints and muscles are healthy, and you do weight training to almost like prehab to avoid injuries and keep tendons and joints and everything strong to keep being able to train. So I'll work on very functional movements, loaded but not too loaded, in the sense of squats, dips, bench, core exercises, pull-ups, single leg work, split squat variations, nothing too taxing and high volume, unless I've got an Ibiza trip. Then I will load creatine on the way.
Yeah.
Load that shit up. Bang weights, high volume, 2 weeks prior. Minimize the
calories.
You minimize the calories, and because it's hard to minimize calories when you do striking and jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. So, but it's easier to push through a weight session with lower calories. It doesn't mean you're going to go hard, but then instantly I feel like my muscles get full of water. I lean out a little bit and I look half decent for one photo.
Yeah. That fucks with your head, doesn't it?
A little bit. Well, you know what? I kind of like it. I like the little periods and little
ups and downs.
Yeah, little ups and downs, because we all have that. And I think you have periods, and I think you should have those periods, because when you don't have those periods where you can't be going full on hard all the time. Bro, it sounds mad, but like, I'm not a fucking fighter. Yeah, I'm not a fighter, right? But I can definitely handle myself. Yeah. And this is thanks to all my friends that are fighters, but they allow me in their fucking sparring sessions. They beat the shit out of me. They help me build resilience and whatnot. But like, I'm way happier feeling skinnier and athletic and good endurance when I feel like I can handle myself in a fight compared to having a big fucking bicep and a good fucking upright row.
I think that some of that comes with age as well. Like what I look at now, what I feel happy from my training is when I know I'm capable. Is what you sort of say. So like, if I can train 5, 6, 7 times a week like I'm doing, and I know I can do everything relatively well, nothing amazing, but like if you went, oh mate, do you fancy a striking session? I can come and hold my own. Oh mate, do you fancy a roll? Do you fancy running half? Do you fancy climbing this mountain? I can do all of it.
You know where that comes from? You know why you have that probably now more?
Why?
And I've always kind of had that with most sports, even weightlifting, because the mother of all energy systems is almost like your aerobic capacity. And most people don't focus on their cardio from a young age. So when you have a strong fucking cardio base, you can push through anything. Because to push through a hard cardio session, you need to be mentally fucking strong. So, and when you have that as a base, bruv, there's no sport you can't do. Even weightlifting, like I remember my boys were big, like my boys in the gym, they're big. But like I had the cardio to keep up with the reps because I'm recovering quicker in between sets.
Yeah. You're your engine, isn't it? It's your engine.
Exactly. You'll see my footballers after all your boys. But they'll be able to do anything, man.
Well, the first marathon I ran in 2020 with Jamie, my man didn't even sweat. Like we were dying by the end, and he was still, the sidestepping. Like, you're right, bro. Yeah, come, we're nearly there.
Let's go. Yeah.
No, didn't train for it. Off the bat, run a marathon and was completely fine. You would have guessed he'd run a 5K.
Yeah, because he's
all his life he's been playing.
He's always been like this. He's efficient. He's used to it.
We spoke about earlier. You've got the 100K potential 100K run
with Ali. Yeah, to support Ali's cause. Yeah.
What month is that?
I think he's saying it's November
this year.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've ever run?
I think half a marathon.
Okay.
Half a marathon.
And this is from where to where, that run?
London to Brighton.
That was it. London to Brighton. It's relatively flat, I guess.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah, fucking hard.
I need to train for it.
Yeah.
My only thing is, I'm doing it to support a friend. My only thing is, it slows down my training that I love.
Yeah.
So
anytime I'm training for something like that, whether that was London a few weeks ago, it fucks everything else up.
Yeah. Probably lean up though.
You do, but not in a good way.
Yeah. Especially
the runner's body is like, I'm sorry to all the runners, is awful.
Yeah. Your genetics and my genetics, we'll probably hold on to more body fat.
I'm a fucking donut, mate. Always. It's here. Like, like you're probably the same. For me to have abs, like on a Men's Health cover, like I had when I was 19, let's say.
I don't have that.
No, but like to be able to have that, I have to full on starve myself.
I look better when I'm like thick. Like how much do you think I weigh?
Probably lighter than you look. Now you've said that.
All right.
Or are you heavier than you look?
What do you think? Just guess. Because we probably have similar body types in the sense of weight.
Yeah, I think you're a bit bigger up top nowadays. Weirdly, I've done doing a lot of running. You got a massive head as well. I reckon you weigh 92.
Okay, that's pretty accurate in the sense of anything from, but that's because you probably know your body and you're weirdly heavy as well.
Yeah.
But most people, when they look at me, they're like, you're like 82 kilos, 83 kilos. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm like 94 kilos. Last year at IFS, I was 100 kilos.
But what's that? Because I rolled yesterday in a white belt class with a lad and we were about the same height. And obviously we got a gi on and he thought we were the same weight. And then he told me he was 78 kilos. He said, how much do you weigh? I said, 99.8 I was this morning. He was like, you're 100 kilos. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I think Turks and from
where's that?
Region,
where's the weight? I've got no calves, no forearms. I've got an arse. I've got arse and quads.
I think it's that.
And then I've got a fucking belly.
It's that. As in, no, bruv, I'm telling you, it's that midsection. Because when you look at me, most people think I'm short, bruv, until they meet me.
You're like, short, bruv. What are you, 5'10"? No, come on, be honest now. We're friends here. What are you, 5'11"?
You measured me, bruv. You measured me, bruv. You measured me in your own fucking gym.
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot.
I'm 6'1".
You are 6'1".
We did this, didn't we?
We did
this for the record.
Yeah, we did this. But like, I'm sure you might get it as well. But because my legs and my upper body is in proportion, people always think I'm like 5'9" or 5'10".
I just I don't think I look that heavy. Every time people ask, they're shocked.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the weight comes from.
It's the midsection, I'm telling you. My midsection is heavy for sure. And I think like
the barrel.
I think so.
Like
my arse, bruv. My arse is big, bruv. My glutes and my hamstrings are big for sure.
Yeah, but that's football.
Yeah, 100%.
Like yours will be 3 times the size of mine.
Bruv, when first time I did a cycle with creatine last year.
I thought you were going to say gear then.
No.
Pussy.
No, never. If I did, I'd be a monster, that's for sure. How the fuck have you hit fucking cycles and you got a physique like that, bruv? How have you done that,
mate, I'm 36. Oh, I hit a cycle when I was 18.
Yeah, fair.
It's a lifetime ago, bro. But I'm older than you.
Yeah, you are.
There's some respect your elders, bro. Don't forget your culture.
We're in England, bro.
I'm an queen.
But like, I hit creatine and bro, my weight went up from 95 to 100 quick.
Yeah.
Like quick. Like holding water.
You were heavy at that IFS, actually. The one just gone or the one in Portugal?
Yeah, the one just gone. I felt thick as fuck, bruv. Yeah. You think about what, like, if you've got
creatine makes you heavy though.
Bruv. Oh yeah, because it just loads up your muscles with water, innit?
You on creatine now?
No, I've actually come off. I actually like doing cycles of it.
I've read online your menu when I was younger, like as in it's meant to be in cycles,
really?
not forever.
Honestly, I've just from experimenting it, I felt better. Like I'll do 8 weeks, 12 weeks, go ham, go gym, a growth like in the gym, and then cut it back down and hit more cardio based stuff.
You know what, bro? Where's the energy come from? Like I notice with you, every time I speak to you, every time, obviously, socials is one thing, but even when I speak to you off socials, always positive, always got fuckloads of energy. Like, where does that all come from?
I don't know, man. I think it's genetic.
You're ill, aren't you?
I think it's genetic, man.
Can't be.
I think it is.
Every time he posts your dad, he's laying on a sofa.
No, but he's always positive, bro.
Positive, yeah.
He's positive, like in the sense of, I think I had a doctor on my podcast, and they said sometimes it is genetics. Some people are genetically more positive, yeah. But I think it's probably environmental, genetics, and exercise and sport, bruv. Yeah, but I've always been involved in that, yeah.
Do you not have days where you can't be fucked?
Yeah, bruv. Bruv, I fell asleep before I came here, bruv. I was working on a laptop and I was on the sofa. I was like, let me go chill on the sofa. I want to listen to podcasts while I was doing it. And my eyes are dozed off because when I'm with people, when I'm talking to people, I really do give a full attention. Like when I look at someone, I have a conversation, all this shit, like I'm there. So when I get home, because I did like 3 days of an event, I didn't realize how tired I was.
Drained, yeah.
Yeah, so like I usually train 2 hours a day. Last 2 days I've did an hour and I'm fucking exhausted. I was gonna go jits after this, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it, and I'm gonna back to training, to my training schedule tomorrow. I was like, no, but also I like people, man. I think I bounce off people. I like entertainment,
energy.
I like having fun. I like doing content. People, you know, so it's weird, man. I don't know. It's a blessing, I guess. Sometimes it's not positive, though. Sometimes it's.
I just always wonder with like, because I'm always probably the most positive of the group. Yeah. I'm the one that's bringing all the energy most of the time. I'm the one that, but then I know how low I can be as well at times. Yeah,
you're probably similar in the sense of you can be either really high, really energetic, really great, and then really angry and probably really emotional.
Yeah, like the mid part is I'm not really there a lot. I'm either really here or really there.
I'm not there.
Not in like a dangerous way, but just. Yeah,
I know what you mean. Not like beating up your kids. Or...
No. I don't know if I've got any kids or not.
But like, no, I know what you mean.
It's definitely it's like
cultural thing as well. I think so.
I guess so, bro.
I think so. Yeah.
Energy, mate. Your energy. It's all about the energy.
I think so too.
With people, I love people. That's my thing.
Yeah. I think energy as well.
I could spend 7 hours in this coffee shop we go to in Bournemouth.
Yeah,
easily.
I bet.
Like a new person comes in, it's a new conversation, it's exciting all day. And then I look at the clock, like, fuck, I'm done any work.
It's Turkish, bruv.
You know, like playing backgammon outside the shop.
Yeah, that's literally what they do, yeah. But that's why, like, you know, like in our culture, a lot of women and stuff, like, not that they find therapy weird, but they're like, they speak a lot with their neighbors, they have tea and coffee meetings with their friends, so they actually...
Type of therapy, isn't it?
They get a lot out. They don't hold much in because they're actually talking to people.
Kind of gossiping.
Yeah, they are gossiping. They're getting it out, you know? So like, but like, whereas in Western culture, it's sometimes rude and they hold stuff in. Like, a small example. If I've got my aunt round and my mum has cooked and the food is too salty, they won't hold that in, bruv. They say, oh, this is too salty. Oh, you've put on a bit of weight. Oh, like, there's no boundary with that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like out.
They're honest.
So it's like, you're not holding any of that stuff in. So, and I think what we don't realize sometimes is when you are holding a lot in, bruv, that energy builds up and you need to fucking get that out. However you get that out, whether it's a fucking hike or a fucking wank, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So,
it's almost start being too polite that you're not really expressing yourself.
Yeah. And that is quite British.
We say sorry to everything, don't we?
Yeah.
You bump into a door, you're like, oh, sorry. Oh, no, it's a door.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah.
That is mad. What podcast were you watching? Craig Jones one, wasn't it?
I was watching Craig
Joe
Jones.
Rogan, Craig Jones.
I was watching that one.
Good.
Yeah, I like Craig Jones. He's cool.
He's wild, yeah. I see him fight at Polaris in Southampton.
He's ledge, yeah. I was supposed to come to that.
You should have come to it.
I was supposed to. I was so fucked.
Come to the pool one. I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
September.
Oh, you know what? I will definitely do one day.
Well, whenever you want. Bro.
I think
we can hook it up.
I think I'd love to do a super fight one day.
Yeah.
Or an MMA one.
The reason I like their ones as well, the Polaris especially, is like it's
they're good lads.
It's no points either. It's submission only.
Yeah.
Some of the fights, which I quite like.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10 minutes long, but as in.
Yeah. I'd love to do that. I'd love to do a striking one as well, actually. It'd be good fun.
Have you had a striking fight?
I've had lots of sparring sessions with good fighters.
Interclubs and that?
I didn't want to do interclubs. I don't want to do interclubs.
And you know when you go to Bali, and I've never done Bali, to be fair. It's on my list. Maybe I'll go. But you go and do the training camps and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you learn more there than you would here, or is it just the fact that it's something to do in the day?
I do learn. When it comes to striking, my friend there that owns a club and the fighters there's UFC and One Championship guys. I'm training with UFC and One Championship guys. And the only reason I can go into that room is because the owner's a good friend of mine.
Got you.
And I'm now capable enough to actually train with them. Not only that as well, I like going there because every sparring session I have with those guys in that room, I shit my fucking pants. I'm nervous as fuck. And to be honest, over the last 5 or 6 years, it's the one thing that makes me really nervous. Going into that room with those guys and putting small fucking gloves on and going to a sparring session with them.
The small gloves thing is mad.
Bro, it's mad.
Not 4 ounce, 6 ounce, what are they?
Yeah, but it's still, bro, you fucking feel it, bro.
Still 6 ounce.
You feel it, bro. You go at home and you're like, oh, fuck, I feel beat up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're sparring in boxing with 14s, aren't you?
Yeah, and then you're talking mixed martial arts, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's scary, bruv. It's scary, yeah.
Yeah. Bro, you know, you've been in the fitness industry fucking ages, mate. You've seen like the best and worst of it, I guess. What do you think the biggest problem is right now with the industry? James That'll do well on TikTok, that bit.
No, the biggest problem with the fitness industry right now is too many people regurgitating other people's, let's say, coaching skills, or just regurgitating information that ChatGPT wrote for them instead of.
You think they're using ChatGPT?
Brother, 1000%. I'm seeing videos, I'm like, ChatGPT scripted that.
Fuck, I'll never clock that.
100%.
Because I don't really believe any of us say anything that's truly innovative anymore.
No, but you know the way someone speaks about something is that they've done it. The issue now is people are just saying it without an online PT, for example, that's never really experienced gym floor, which is very fucking common now, right? When someone asks something about a lat pull down and something that they might experience in the gym, that person hasn't coached that enough to know when Susan messages him about something about the lat pull down, he doesn't know well enough the issue that she might have. Whereas I spent 7-8 years on the gym floor and actually coached and talked to people and blah, blah, blah. So I know exactly what the fuck she means. And everything that I say, I'm saying it with confidence because I've done it a million times. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm speaking about isn't complex topics, but I'm saying it with confidence because of the repetitions of the amount of times I've spoke about it or done it is real, and it's through experience, not just reading a statement or reading a book or watching someone else's video and just saying it for the sake of it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem now.
I mean, so are you saying that, but the way the world's going with digital, right, there's going to be a period where the new PTs coming through have never been on the gym floor.
Yeah.
They're all going to be online coaches.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I think it'll die though. I think online PT will die.
Honestly?
I think so,
Big statement.
Yeah, I think it will.
Considering most of your income is from that, no?
I think so, yeah. I think it'll die.
Why?
Good luck fucking competing with Apple and...
What, when they start it?
Whoopband and ChatGPT coaches.
Really?
But yeah, what's happening right now is and I'll probably get a lot of shit for this, but fuck it. A lot of business coaches are selling online how to be a good online coach and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
right?
Loads of them, pal.
Loads of them. And they're creating a fucking false version of what the current situation is.
Okay.
Right? Why? Because online PTs are vulnerable. They want to make money. So who do you pay?
And they want a quick fix.
Yeah, they want a quick fix. So they pay the business coach big cash to solve their problem. Right? So, and if anyone says this as well, and I will say this out in the open as well, the only person I would give my money to, I wouldn't, but if he was at Fresh PT, I would either come to IFS or I would do James's course, because James and I can turn around and go, well, yeah, I've generated this income by online PT. Most business coaches, if you want to make 100K month like me, I can show you with these 4 steps. Your 100K came from B2B, not B2C.
Yeah.
It came from selling a fucking higher ticket price to a coach that wants to be a good online coach that you haven't even done. So why the fuck would I take advice from them?
Yeah.
You understand? And what's happening now is the market is oversaturated with business coaches selling people a fucking dream, which then is they're creating this false fucking reality of the sales are there, the opportunity is there, you just need to lock it down, blah, blah, blah. When really people are so focused on sales and not actually getting good at coaching and creating good quality. So it leaves a bad taste in people's mouth when it comes to online coaching, and they never want to sign up. They jump from one program to another and never fully satisfied.
Yeah.
It will die, bruv.
You know the part that I struggle with a little bit, and I'll probably get shot for saying this, I feel like over the last 4 years, maybe since COVID, I've noticed it at IFS as well.
Yeah.
There's life and business coach / mentors popping up, left, right, and center. But hear me out, like they're like 19.
Oh, bro.
What fucking life lessons do you know at 19? And I don't mean that from a hate perspective. I think of myself. When I was 19, I couldn't wipe my own ass.
Yeah, bruv. It's so bad.
Like, you know,
it's so bad.
If and it sounds really shallow, but if you were going to a PT because you wanted to have a really amazing physique, and the PT was 25 stone and obese, would you pick that PT?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Like I think you have to have walked the walk to talk the talk.
Yeah. Some people need, like, I'll tell you what, the problem is that, I'm sorry, but I go to some of these places, and the only reason I say IFS or James or myself and blah, 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 because I wanted to create like a little coaching community, like quite cheap. All these people send it for like 2-3 grand. I was literally going to be like, it's 99 quid a month.
I see this on your Instagram.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll just tell you everything I know. And I'll make it affordable.
But are you fucking the market then?
Fuck them. Which market?
The
business coaching market.
Yeah, well.
Fuck them, bro. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Do you care about me?
Yeah.
You fuck the market by telling people that they can do it when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
If Harry comes to me and he's not even fucking confident, and Harry doesn't know how to talk to someone, and he's like, I'm doing this online, I'll say, Harry, let me tell you something, brother. Go to the gym and build confidence there. You're not ready for online yet. You're not ready for it yet. It's not good for you because you're not going to have longevity, bro.
You know what resonates with me, what you said there? It reminds me of my industry, right? I started off as a promoter giving out flyers.
Yeah.
Like you had to be confident. You had to be able to go into a crowd, boys or girls, knowing they're going to tell you to fuck off and still pushing the flyers and the tickets for the event. And like over the last 5 years, just before COVID, as we hired new promoters, the younger lot coming through, same as you. So they were amazing online.
Yes.
But when you put them in front of someone, they couldn't communicate because they didn't have the social skills.
No, exactly.
It was insane, bro, because when you see them online, their alter ego,
crazy.
You think like, fuck, wow, there's confidence of this dude.
Yeah.
Like he's going to clean up.
Yeah.
And then, but you go, like if it was you, Diren, I'll come and show these people around the club. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
We've been chatting to them for 3 months.
Yeah.
They're your customers. They're here.
It's just becoming a full circle where like that's going to fuck things up and then it'll probably restart again at some point. But like, I'm not saying this to shit on. I'm not saying this because I want to take money off business coaches fucking high. I don't give a fuck. But the truth is, it's not creating a healthy fucking place for fitness. Guys are fucking in Dubai. Yes, this is a fucking Lamborghini and this is how I did it. Shut the fuck up.
They're
bruv.
the worst, mate.
Well, you're the fucking worst, bruv. You're the worst, bruv. You literally rented it. Even if you bought it, bruv. Like, I'm sorry, that is not glamorous. Like, it's not cool, bruv. It's not cool. If you can't sleep at night, but you're driving a Lamborghini, it's not cool, bruv. You're insecure and you drive a Lamborghini. It doesn't matter.
Also, you're fucking with people's heads, right? Because whether we like it or not, we all compare our lives with theirs.
Yeah, we do.
And you think there's something wrong with you because you're not living that life.
Yeah.
But it's largely an illusion, isn't it?
Bruv, it's a crazy illusion.
Especially on socials.
It's crazy.
Fuck. And you know what it's like, mate. I'm a promoter, mate. Smoke and mirrors. Oh, last 500 tickets.
Yeah.
Fucking about 15,000 left.
But like, even before, me and Smith had loads of fun, right? 2017, we were young, we were broke as fuck. Like, we had a lot of fun. And I honestly don't think before that, and people might call me arrogant for this, but like, there wasn't really cool PTs. PT wasn't cool. Online PT wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Online PT was stiff. We came in
corporate,
and had fun.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, we came in and had fun. We had people that loved us up, took us on a fucking jet. We had people gave us nice cars to drive around. We were fucking around. We were living in a hostel, just fucking about.
Yeah.
People like, they want, but we actually did the hard work before that, in the sense of like, put hours on the gym floor. But it just, any young kid or anyone like that's, before they go into anything online, I just think most people should just stop telling people what to do, or stop reading people's fucking books and talking about quotes 24/7, and just actually go and live.
Yeah.
Like, go and live, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I feel a bit offended there. I do quotes a lot.
Do you?
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I do post quotes.
Yeah,
though.
but you've lived though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
Like, you
think
can
so.
relate to it.
I'm only playing.
Yeah, but like, bro, I spoke to some fucking young guys, in Bali, and the amount of times they name dropped about, this person said this person said this.
Like buzzwords, isn't it?
Oh, brother, I was about to punch one in the face. I said, if you drop one more fucking name when we're having a conversation, I won't take you seriously. Why don't you try and live?
What have you done? Yeah.
What? Why you keep telling me what the fuck Chris Williamson or James is talking about, or fucking Joe Rogan, or do you know what I mean? Or what the fuck I did, or you said once on this podcast. I said it, but like, I don't know, bro. I could have been stupid then. I don't fucking know. It's so much of that now, and it's so saturated. It's like,
I mean, I've just turned 36. I feel like last 4 years has been a bit weird because of COVID and restrictions and whatnot, but I feel like if I went tomorrow, I've lived a full life.
yeah,
I've lived 3 times of what most people experience.
yeah.
From good, bad,
And I believe that, yeah.
all of that, like up and down, fun, the memories. I'm content in that sense. But I say that with one breath, and with the other breath, I'm still searching.
Yeah.
But I don't know what for.
But I think that's a game that's, I don't think that'll ever end. I think the best way to create meaning, and I've never had a kid before, I think is family. So
I agree with you. But again, I think that's some of that's cultural for you and I.
yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Some of that's cultural.
I've also seen a lot of people that, from a cultural perspective, isn't like that. Then they have a kid and they change. And they're like, bro, what else? Nothing's really important. Like, I don't know.
It's so cliche, right? But it must be amazing when you get there.
Oh, cool,
from a
bro.
purpose perspective.
It's like half of you, bruv.
Yeah.
That's mad. It's pretty
It could
cool.
be 3/4 of their eyebrows. Our genes are quite strong, big man.
But like,
You know what else I was thinking? You do like, you guys, and I've said this before on a podcast I was a guest on, you and James, you've kind of made a living out of effectively being authentically yourselves. Like not filtering a lot, even online.
yeah.
However, with that, say with you, you've got a lot of cousins that grew up in London. You've all grown up in London. There's an image, right, with a Turkish guy to be a certain way, whether to be hard on the street, whether to be tough, whether to be a plastic gangster. Yeah. But this is what I was going to say. So like the first time you started creating those videos that were a bit silly and a bit like more of the kind of travel to Australia, Bali kind of vibe, or the budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
Did you get any kickback from them? Going, cuz, what the fuck is this you're posting?
Sometimes.
Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes.
Some of mine banter me, but mine get it, but they banter.
Yeah. Sometimes they do banter, but like a little bit of kickback, but nothing for me to like
Stress about.
stress or lose sleep over, No. Yeah. Nah. I didn't really care, bruv. I was living, I was at such a high, bro. I was just
I rate that, though. I rate that you break out of the kind of the norms of how you're expected to behave.
Yeah, I wanted to because I didn't understand. I didn't understand. I don't understand systems. I don't like a system. I don't understand when someone gives me a system and a rule. I have to go by. I like to question things and why. So when I give something or sell something, if someone says why, I'll explain why this is the way it is, which is why people should always question everything. I think so.
Yeah.
So like. I always questioned why is that? Why is that? But I'd like to do it. And I think the most important thing is like the delivery of how you do it. You need to gain respect of people before you do a madness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The why thing is mad. Like I don't, I'm pretty annoying to people because I generally enjoy learning.
Yeah.
Probably similar to you. And I'm curious in terms of like, how do things work?
Yeah.
So even if I've dropped my car off at a mechanic's, I'll stand around and I'll be like, why doing that then?
Yeah.
And if they don't know me, they nearly try and fight with you because they think you're questioning their work.
Well, yeah.
So if it's someone new, I'm like, listen, I'm just a real curious person. I love to learn.
Yeah.
So when I'm asking you why, it's not that I'm quizzing that you're doing it wrong. I'm trying to understand why that bolt goes there.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Because
it can be offensive though.
It can
if you question someone like why.
It can be, yeah.
Comes across a bit.
But I think it's also important, like, that's why how you deliver things and how you speak to people. Like, this is a funny one. I've spoken to like very poor people and very rich people. And I've always like comfortably gone, yeah, but how much did that make you? Like, how much did that bring you that month? And the way you say it will let someone either tell you exactly how much they made or not.
It's quite a sensitive question.
It is sensitive. But like when people ask me, depending on who it is and how it's delivered, and if they're at that level, like I will say it because like you're not going to come and take it from me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it like it's not a way to like boast about it. It's more so like if you're chatting to another business guy and like you're having a conversation, open conversation, they're quite willing to, like if I'm getting advice from a business guy and you make less money than what I want to make, I'm not going to listen to you.
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you. And also we've got this thing like you keep your income so private, don't you, and sensitive. Yeah. You're happy for your girl to do X or your boy to do Y. That's all cool.
Yeah.
The stuff that should be private, but actually what you've earned is this like sacred thing.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. It's scared, isn't it? It's scared. It's weird, isn't it? You can't sometimes like definitely running my mouth has definitely got me in trouble as well. So
I don't think you hold back though. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I don't think, but it does exclude you from some rooms. They don't want you in a room.
I see like the latest thing is like stitching videos together, right? Using a different person, using someone's video that's spouting misinformation and then like doing like a reaction on it. That's quite big at the moment online.
That's quite big. But I think everything is big now. So like it's so much of everything. It's becoming boring.
How do you break through, bro? And what I mean by that is like, even me, you know,
you have to read.
Even us, you got a podcast, I got a podcast. It's fucking a million podcasts now. You know, I could be promoting an event, but there's a fucking million events now. Everyone's doing the same. There's a lot of same. How do you break through in terms of with content?
Yeah,
to reach the people.
I think
because even when you spend the money now, Meta doesn't show everyone.
Yeah,
it's not like the old days.
Yeah, no, I actually think you need to take a step back and rediscover yourself a little bit. I think. Have
you been doing that?
A little bit. I haven't been going crazy on Instagram lately.
I noticed that, yeah.
And trying to like kind of not rediscover myself. I know who I am, but just thinking about the future, I guess, a little bit. And I don't like forcing things.
It's got to be natural.
It's got to be natural. People know on camera when I'm forcing something. They know that. I get messages when I've done that. Like, Diren, are you okay? I can, like, your eyes. I'm very expressed. Like, you're probably the same.
Yeah.
You can see when I'm animated. Sad. Yeah, very. So, like, I'll get messages going, Diren, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I definitely shouldn't have forced this video.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And how do you come up with the skits? You know, like...
Honestly, bro, it just comes quite...
naturally.
Yeah, but it comes from real life situations. Like, you know? I'll talk about something and I'm like, oh my God, that'd be such a funny video for people to see.
But I think that, but then actually getting up, scripting it, writing it, filming it.
You got to take action on it.
Giving shit to your videographer, bless her, every time I see you.
Like, I just act on it instantly. Do my best to act
While it's fresh.
I think the less polished it is, I think the better.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
When
Now,
things are too polished, people see it. I don't think Instagram likes it. I don't think people like it. When you look too polished,
the TikTok definitely, I noticed when the team started putting the podcast videos up, it went for a stage where when it was 4K and edited properly with captions, it just wasn't showing anyone. And when it was one you made on your mobile, it was flying.
yeah, because they want you on your phone.
Not just logging in to post, logging out.
They want you on the phone, bruv, all the time. They want you in the app.
Who's they?
The big dogs.
I mean, they.
China. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
That's what they want. So, like, I think
China.
TikTok, innit?
Yeah. It's just been banned in America.
Oh, shit.
TikTok.
Fuck.
If it gets banned here too, then it's kind of game over, isn't it?
I would love, this sounds so bad, but imagine if social media just fucking, I think I'll do better.
So interesting hearing that from you, bro, because that's like, not just me, but the public, that's you, innit? That's your platform. That's where you make your money. That's where you generate leads. That's where you...
But I think it would drop any fakeness. A lot of people are faking shit, bruv, and making a lot of money. And those cunts won't have an opportunity no more. I will do well without Instagram. I'll be fine.
Because you're you.
Yeah, but they won't. And they deserve that.
Yeah.
People should not be rewarded when they don't deserve it. Like, how is that fair? You know when people are like, I want everyone to win. No, I want you to win if you fucking deserve it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't want you to, you don't deserve to win. It's like fucking, I don't know, when someone wins the Premier League. Like, they win the Premier League because they deserve it. Hard work, winning games, blood, sweat and tears, dedication got them there. But now, if you're like a very good nerd, you can fake some shit on socials and make yourself look like a type of way that can make you some weird amount of cash flow, bro.
You can see them. You can spot them.
You can see them.
Okay, I'm with you. Like, I land on a profile.
Them. Yeah, you can see them. Not the world doesn't see them.
The public, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but this is because this stuff makes not angry. This gets me upset sometimes when I see people. I'm like, this is so wrong. This person should not be telling this person this. This is so wrong, man.
Yeah,
it's so wrong. Anything I say is usually from experience, and I've done it, and I'm fully confident that it would help someone. I would say it for that reason. Whether it's controversial, it might scare them, but I think it's for the greater good. But like, some people should not be allowed. Just like some people shouldn't be allowed to have kids, some people shouldn't be allowed to give fucking advice. I think so. I don't know. But like, the world is going to a way. Bruv, I can't wait. I'm going to build a sick village house one day, man. Quads and shit, get some guns.
What, back home?
Yeah, one day.
What, East London?
No. In the village, bruv, in Turkey. I'll definitely do that. Imagine that little escape. It'd be sick. You'll need that all the time, man. I love London. I'm such a London boy.
Would you stay? I mean, how the UK's going as well? Would you stay here?
I want to have, like, I'm such a London boy, bro. I was always thinking about, like, maybe I should just live outside of London, but I don't know if I'd fit in.
South Coast?
Oh, would you? South Coast is nice, bruv.
You'd fit in Bournemouth.
I think I like Bournemouth. It's all right, yeah. I do want to change. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I do love the UK though. I love the UK. I love the British. I love the British. It's home, bruv. Yeah.
I always say that to people, like, this is my home. Yeah. Like, it's just home for me.
I love all the multicultural, like, people that I was raised with. Black, Colombian, English, Asian, Turkish, Kurdish, whatever. Like, I am pretty London, you know. So, and I think it's the best city in the world when it's sunny and there isn't a financial crisis.
Yeah, that's tough at the minute.
It's tough for everyone, and it's kind of sad. It is more stressful.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about this outside. When we say it's tough here, we're still extremely fortunate. Like, there's first world problems that we're worried about.
Yeah.
Right, there's no threat to life. There's no... But I mean, I'm talking about us two in the room. There's no hunger. There's no threat to life. There's no... You've got a house to live in.
Yeah.
You're sort of alive, healthy.
Bro, I get emails from people on my email list saying, Diren, I want to buy into the program, but they're sending me a screenshot of their fucking bank account and it's a minus. They're like, I've got kids to feed. I'm like, fuck.
It's tough, that. What do you do there?
It's been a few times where I've said, yo, send me your, what do you call it?
I'll send it through, yeah.
I'll send you, like, Monzo. I don't know if they're fucking lying, but...
Oh, you send them dough?
Well, I sent like
Why don't you send him the program?
no, because but food then a fucking program.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
done that as well. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
been
yeah.
a fucking few random times I've just done that. But then like you realize that right, there could be like I don't know.
They could be. Fucking mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's next, bro?
I don't know.
For you?
I don't know, bro.
Big DK.
I don't know.
You literally winging it at the moment, like just happy to
Kind
flow.
of. Yeah, I'm happy with my coaching business, my fitness business. I'm happy with it. I'm continuing to grow that, but I'm not forcing it. I don't like forcing those things. I don't like forcing it. I'd love to do some, I think, more presenting and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe some more brand work. I did something for JD Sports and
I see
Under Armour, like hosted something for them. That was pretty cool. They're good brands. So
You've got to have some confidence for that, though, and you got that.
I like
You're
the
talking to
stage,
randoms.
bruv. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I like the stage. It's fun, bruv. When we do talks and shows, I do fucking love that shit. It's good fun.
You can
bruv.
see it when you're up there.
Yeah, I think I'd have done well as a promoter.
You're in your element. You've done very well. But I'd argue now, you guys are promoters, you and Smith, and
I guess so.
really,
Yeah, I guess so.
it's no different, really. A promoter is just someone that can sell.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh yeah.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
we're creating a sense of urgency, a call to action,
Yeah.
making everyone come to a certain place,
Yeah.
thinking they have to be there. It's no different to what you boys are doing.
I guess so. Yeah.
If you think about it, like you put an event on a different part of the world, a fitness event, and everyone goes there.
100%. Whatever I do or anything I do like that, I have to vibe with it. If I can't vibe with it, I can't push it.
Yeah, you got me. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm the same. I can't sell something I don't believe in.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen in the near future, but I think some great things will happen soon.
Well, very cryptic.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Say it in Turkish. There's only a few who can hear it and understand it.
I don't know. I think I might spend some time in Turkey. I don't know. Maybe.
The food's so good there.
The food is so good, bro.
But I get fat every time I go. Fatter every time I go.
The food is good. People are good. People are good everywhere, you know.
You know Doner, mate. Doner kebab.
Yeah.
So anyone that hasn't been to a proper, had an actual doner kebab, and I don't mean the stuff you get in the UK, like mincemeat. I mean layers of meat. It's phenomenal.
It's different, bro. It's different.
Oh.
I need to go.
You got a place in London do that?
Where? In London?
Yeah.
What, like good Turkish food?
Proper doner?
Yeah, there is.
Proper kebab?
There is, yeah.
I don't mean the shish in that, like proper doner kebab.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
We might have to go.
You're such a Bournemouth boy, bro.
There's nothing there, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
There's kebab shops there, don't get me wrong, and they're nice, but they don't do the proper doner
They're
kebab.
your kebab shops, right?
Some of them, most of them. Most of them.
But
When are we going to roll, big man? You know what I mean?
it won't be rolling. It'll be me showing you how to do things.
Fuck off, mate. I'll
Yeah,
smash
we'll
you.
roll.
Oh.
Oh my God. It'll be fun. Let's roll one day for sure.
All right, I'll make a bet now on here.
Yeah.
We'll do 1 5-minute round. I bet you can't tap me once.
Oh my God, I'll probably tap you 3 times. Easy.
All right, we noted that. This is on 6K as well.
Yeah,
Is
that
it
is not
6K?
a problem. 6K, 8K, put 6K on it. Not a problem, bro.
All right, 3 times I'm going with 0.
3 times you're going with 0. And if I tap you 3 times, I'll get your Range Rover.
That's fine. I just won't pay the monthly. They'll come and collect it.
So nothing new.
Yeah. All right, deal. Ledge, bro.
That was great.
I'm an queen.
Thanks a lot.
What?
Thanks for having me on.